Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LCK Spring 2025.
Oh, bro, lane swaps? Isn't too fun. Isn't ideal. They are looking for a dive though on Clear.
Yeah, Clear is level 7. He's going to get the ult, but that's onto the Rel. Paulo just going to tank this one up. He does take a lot of damage. LME flashes away. But even with that, and now Vikla is here to clean up as he picks up a kill. And yeah, you got a kill on your core key, but Vikla picks one up.
That big investment from Bro to make that dive happen. Morgan's still getting pressured out bot. They get the Dragon as well. It just feels like all the boxes being ticked right now.
Morgan does get a decent trade, about as good of a trade as you would get in this situation. True Shot Barrage sails wide, but really he's just looking to thin out that wave. I don't think we can really kill him here, as the rest of the team is right there with them. Hype gonna take a chunk, as Palu and the team of Bro, they're desperate to try to get in here. Morgan does have TP, he is going to utilize it. Clear has to go in. The follow-up very slow as they use everything on the Ambessa though, and they're still not able to take out Clear. He survives until the very end, and down will go Hype as well, as this is going very awry for Bro. It's only Morgan who does get one kill. And Closer trying to help him out with some rocks here on the right side, but he doesn't quite have the damage just yet. Still trying to kite it out, though. The flash forward! There's the kill, making it 2! As Diablo has to get over the wall and run away. Closer making something out of nothing.
You know, we said
the top laners up here. Teleport advantage to Vikla, so Bro just say, well, we're not able to do much about that Drake. See a big rotation up towards the top lane from the Bro bottom laners, but kind of just wandering around and farming. So it's actually a Cloud Soul that does come out here, and seeing it not really come to fruition can be a bit frustrating. And it's not the end of the world by any means, but you can see they're trying to set up for this one. Palu is just going to go in there as they're on a ward, as everything being thrown into the Nefiri. Down goes Raptor, and down should go Kellen here in just a moment. Once he falls from the sky, there you go. It's a double kill for Closer as well, who has 4 kills in this game. And now what do you do as BNK? You just got to give up the objective.
Beautiful engage. Very different scenario.
He said, I'm going in, I'm going in.
Yep.
You know, he knew this was happening. He was calling for this play 5 seconds before it happened.
And the backup from the team as well. TP comes in, the Weaver's Wall, everyone's there to follow it up, and it was a big play. It got them the Rift Herald, and then again, as you said, 2 more kills onto Closer, pushing him.
Or you're behind against the super fed Talia with this comp. You're not going to have a good time. Again, unless you're Ezreal. So the onus is on him to do some of that.
In favor of Bro right now.
Yeah. Raptor's doing a very good job of farming. Actually, ahead about 20 CS. He's up a level as well on Elm. So he's in a good spot himself. Has a couple of kills. Let's see, this fight is brewing now as this Dragon getting very low. Just going to ult in onto Elm and attempt to take him out. Palu trying to disengage ult, but now the backline of Bro is just wide open as Elm goes down essentially for free. There's the Dragon of BNK as well. But now, in comes Closer. He wants the revenge. He will be able to take out Raptor alongside of Hype, as now Hype gets another kill here. Picks up the Ezreal, a nice shutdown for him. So yeah, BNK, they got the Dragon, but in a messy fight, some cleanup was good there for Bro.
Absolutely. So BNK FEARX, the objective secured, but they're going to take a big hit for this. There should be 2 towers going down in return. I think they can get this one. Care for... Oh. Who has to care here is the question. I think Vikla does. Yeah, should get this one. Bot one already went down, so... Yeah, you're 1 away from Soul now, which is big for BNK FEARX. Like, you can't really change the game plan with these champions that you have.
Yeah, once they picked the Sylas, it was pretty much, I mean, even when they had the Ambessa and the Fury, it's like, well...
Oh, he's not hitting the plan.
Raptor is going to go untargetable, but guess who is not quite able to do so on time? It is Kellen, who is going to try to flash away, but that's a free kill. As a bit of damage is traded back, we got a TP as well. As Clear is behind them, looking for the angle right now. Just going to send himself in there into the front line. But this is a 4v5 for BNK as down will go Clear. Doesn't really do much of anything. And now Bro get a couple of kills and are looking at the Otacon.
Yeah, health bar's a little bit low, but it looks like Raptor's recalling. Not sure if they're going to contest this. You know, if you're playing into a different composition, I think that flank works. And you also hype up Clear for making a beautiful buffer and find the right target. But the fact is, some champions just don't let you play the game if you want to dash.
Yeah.
And that is Talia.
Well, we are going to see a Cocoon lands here. Morgan in a lot of trouble. Doesn't matter what champ he's playing. 3 guys going to bully him down on the bottom lane. So
they are at a deficit.
Well, they're going to start it up. I mean, certainly Diablo's doing a lot of damage. Is now Morgan going to be caught here once again? But look at the follow-up here from the side of Bro. As now maybe they were locked in with Bro. As now down will go clear. As they're looking to turn this one with the Vi ultimate onto Palu, but that is a rel. He's just tanking up all the damage. They can't even kill him by the end of it all. Finally, the flash ult comes in from Raptor, as this Nefiri is quite scary. I'm not sure if BNK can actually fight this, though, without Vikla, who is just going to back. It doesn't look like he's going to TP back into this fight.
Isolated.
So, yeah. I mean,
that is the window.
Even closer. Like, if he's just in the wrong place at the wrong time, like, he does have a Seraphs. But, you know, imagine that landed. maybe you get something off of that.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but that's the kind of play you have to go for if you're going to go all in on Atalia, right? You have to stun lock her 100-0.
Yeah, I think it's... TP flank has come in from Clear. We've seen this play before.
They're trying to turn this one onto Vikla, who does have the rel ult. It's not going to help him out at all, as down he goes, and...
oh no, Clear left the brush. He should have stayed there. It's just recalled.
Yeah, he's... Now he's running. He's going to buy a little bit of time before they do the Baron.
You know...
He's dead.
I didn't think he would not, and then I was right, so... A little bit rough. Definitely feels like at this point, BNK FEARX are trying, and it's a little bit up Struggle Street.
Yeah. It's not over, but if this Baron goes for free...
Imagine if that Cocoon had hit.
Yeah, well, here comes Palu. It's a lot of damage from Diablo, but they just go all in on him. The stun for Morgan is enough, and then a Fury does kill the Redactin, but that is not enough, as now the rest of Bro will eventually just take out Kellen, and down will go this Baron. And yeah, it was a broken up fight, but actually it was Bro who stuck together and picked away at BNK one by one. So now just going to TP in to take
put the lead,
the defense.
Put the Lord Degree to work.
Yeah.
You know? I need you to defend the Fury because it's
well,
that
okay.
one did hit.
That Cocoon did hit. We don't have to imagine, but it just sets BNK up for disaster as now the flank comes in, but it's just a couple of them going down. Raptor's in the backline, but even he can't get a kill as there is no defense for Nefiri this time around. Diablo alone, and just Arcane shifting kind of sadly backwards as Bro, they group up in mid, and with the Baron buff especially, this should be the end.
Okay, well, you know, we learned some things from this game. Melee champions, dash champions, struggle into Talia. New information we've obtained for this game, and closer is pretty good. So they will close this one out pretty decisively, and Bro now going to be 1 game away from breaking that massive streak.
There you go. Game number 1 in the bag. The Nexus falls.
Duo. Closer was the Ari when last year when they were playing this a lot. They had a Vi paired up with it as well. But the team fighting prowess, that mobility, like you think, I think it's weird to talk about tiebreakers now, but
sorry,
they're looking for. That's the whole point.
Yeah,
that's the whole point.
I'm sorry I talked about it. Yeah, Vikla doesn't have flash, so I think eventually, Bro, we're just gonna say, yeah, we'll just take him down, and yeah, he's about to get his flash streak here for Bro.
Not so weird. That extra sustain, pretty nice in lanes, you know. And speaking of sustain, this is one of the reasons this Bruiser Ari has been so obnoxious, other than the fact that she just becomes super tanky and hard to deal with.
We're kind of scaling in this game. We did have the 1 kill, and now Raptor on a ward's going to go in there with the ult on Elam, who does throw on his own, but in the 1v1 with Vikla coming over as well, that is enough. That's the power of the Rise to just essentially teleport into the fight.
Yep.
Say, I'm here. You know, Closer could have bought, TP'd in or something. Well, I say that, now they're actually collapsing once again. And here comes Palu. He's in a bit of trouble. Look at the turn it, though. There's the TP I was talking about, and Diablo doesn't have his. As Raptor very deep in enemy territory. Kellen's just going to ult, but at the end of the day, Bro, they still get that last grub, and Raptor is still on the run.
He's wrapping around.
He indeed is.
Yep, it's Zeri.
Yeah, well, really stayed diff.
The ult necessary. I'll celestially oppose it a little bit more.
Yeah.
But Dragon is going to go over to BNK FEARX, and feels like they're doing a good job of keeping the pressure up in this game. Kellen, on his signature Alistair, trying to find windows just to threaten, and now looking for a dive here on a Morgan. Oh no.
I mean, Morgan has his flash, but Kellen could easily just follow flash, so Morgan gonna flash anyway as he figures out, oh, there's 4 people here, I guess I'm just dead.
Yeah, he was really dead?
Thankfully, Electrocute is so strong that Closer doesn't have to go for Grasp. That wouldn't really make too much sense. As now BNK, they want to fight over this Rift Heralds. They'd love to get this objective. Here comes the TP from both sides. The Ahri TP very far away. As now Clear is just kind of waiting for him. Closer, though, is Ahri, gets the Featherstorm, and now the front line is just burning to a crisp, and this is where the Ahri and the Zeri really shine as they chase down that back line. Nobody can get away. Clear at least able to get the 1 kill on the Zeri, but the rest of the team is just gone. As there you go, bro, they're going to clean up this fight, and now they'll take that objective.
I think the game plan from BNK FEARX was, oh, this is a deep TP, it's an Ahri.
Closer's just...
he's that guy.
He is that guy. Kind of just turns into an animal.
It's that 1,300 gold lead. You know what that is? That's your bro tax being put to work.
Yeah. He's collecting all the coins from the Twitch chat. That's going to be Morgan just dying. Meanwhile, we got a 1v1 up here, but Closer is extremely strong. The charm is going to miss, but still the damage is there. The flash and the auto is enough. The flash on the return of the orb was so clean for Closer. And now he's 2 levels up on his laning opponent.
Yep, also gets the feats of strength from that. Really nicely played by Closer, and that is a worrying position to be in for the 77 gold.
They want to make it look like a showdown and not like a beatdown.
Yeah. This moment, so Vickler's trying to go back and forth to dodge the Bear the Charm. Don't dodge it, but yeah, the return on the Q, and Kellen
with the engage here that is on to Closer, and he doesn't have the Spirit Rush. So there you go. They finally get the shutdown. It goes over to Raptor.
Yeah, so
yeah.
I'm pretty sure everyone in a Twitch chat.
Okay.
I think, okay, not to sound critical, but I think there is a couple of Grandmasters. Everyone else is challenging. Like in our Twitch chat. I think that's an absolute fact.
That's why they speak so confidently about everything.
I mean, a lot of them are bro fans, and I don't think there's a single bro fan who isn't challenger.
I mean, you have to be extremely high level to understand bro's level. As that is a massive engage from BNK. Raptor finally finds the angle, and maybe some of that fedness is going to good work. They're going to take down Closer as well. It's a 2 for nothing. They just find them in the river, as that confidence that bro is walking with is just kind of the death of them.
Yeah, you see, Brendan, I'm not challenger, and I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
Zhao alone goes forward and clears it out for the upcoming fight. The 3 of them. The 3 of them.
Because it's 60 seconds till Ahri has ult.
But Dan, it's the soul point Chemtech Dragon. You can't possibly give that away. Think of the value.
Yes. Yeah, truly.
And Closer's here. Surely he wouldn't just... Okay. Yeah,
45 seconds. That's all I need. 45 seconds to stall. Just mind control them to not fighting or taking the dragon.
I mean, Closer does not have his ult, and he at least has the arm guard. He is going to go golden. The turnaround is there. They've got their Zeri in the fight this time around. So not bad for bro. Closer kind of acting like the bait, but now he doesn't have an arm guard, so...
Okay, now bro have no ults. Apart from Jade available. But yeah, I mean, I guess they tried. Closer nearly has his ult up again. And I think if BNK FEARX keeps setting this tempo of the game, with like forcing Closer ult and then fighting when it's not available, could be a good spot. He has just hit level 16 though. Gives him a lot of power in the next fight. Like, yes, Closer has more gold and has a full Zhonya's, but the difference between a Seekers and a Zhonya's in one fight isn't that much.
Yeah, absolutely. As LM's going in, I mean, he is Shin Zhao, so he will stay alive. Kellen as well, but eventually that ult does dissipate. Kellen also gonna have the same happen to him, but now look at Diablo just going forward. He's got the Featherstorm, and he's going to do a bunch of damage here to Closer. Takes him down. It's a triple kill for Diablo. They're still trying to dive the turret. They don't have to do that. They dig a big fight, and BNK set their sights on the Baron. A lot of low health bars here, but Vikla's got a giant shield.
I mean, he just certainly, Kellen's still 3 levels ahead. He's maintaining that level lead.
He definitely is. He's still enjoying a nice ult. I think it gets a bit longer at 11. And now, I mean, with the Baron, they've got some pretty nice pressure here. game isn't over at this point, but if they take down all the turrets...
By the way, the Alistar ult doesn't get longer, but the damage reduction increases.
Oh, there you go. Support main on the desk with me.
That's what I'm here for.
How many games of Alistar do you have?
Too many to count.
Too many that you want to count. But here comes Raptor. He is running at the TP, unfortunately for him, as he is going to actually taxi on the closer, but that is Ari. Nice secondary ult as well. Raptor, he got himself into a really rough spot, and he makes the best of it. He does get away. And a little bit of help from the equalizer as well. They didn't want to overchase there to be easy. But you can see the full pressure they have on the Rift. They got the bottom inner turret. They got the top inner turret. Now they're going to get the mid inner turret. So really just extending the lead, trying to make the Ripple Bound power play as large as possible, rather than taking a big risk.
Wukong isn't
trying to get out.
hard to catch.
Yeah.
They'll smite for the slow, sees the TP come in, sidesteps, dash, ult, flashes the W as well. It's really well played. And then, you know, Clear, so farming the damage numbers with that ult, you know.
I mean, it's going to feel pretty good. Wow, okay, well, the combo could have been better, but still, I love the effort. They're just sending it into that backline, but Raptor is down already, and at least they're going to be able to take out Hype with that equalizer. Now the rest of the team on the follow-up, and Bro does not have their 80 carry, as Diablo looking to continue to chase. It's just going to be a couple of guys going down, and BNK not able to force anything else. They should be able to get this dragon off of the back of this fight. Looks like Ellum will just run away.
I feel like Clear has just been such a threat in these fights where, you know, even if things go a little bit whiff, as the Callan Engage did, you're probably getting CC'd and dying.
Yeah.
Similar with the Alistar. Similar with the Rumble, honestly. I feel like you have to play these fights well now. Oh, flank coming in.
Flank coming in. The Rise going right on top of Hype here as Ellum. And Morgan, once again, in a lot of trouble. He's going to get the knockback, but with the equalizer, there's just no hope for him. And the Jace, once again, not able to do much of anything at all. There's the root onto Hype, and he's trying to hit an ulted Alistar. It's just 0 damage. In goes closer, just to die, I guess. A quick work of that, as that should be the end of the game. 33 minutes in, BNK take the final fight, and they will take down this Nexus.
I think despite the Ari getting fed early on, BNK FEARX really took control of the game. Diablo, who started off silent, farmed up and just started to become a monster in these later fights. I think him and Clear really having a lot of presence in these 5v5s, and BNK FEARX not ready to let their Saturday...
Well, you don't.
And you may think, well, what if they CC them? Well, I don't know if you know this, but you can actually build Mikhails on, but in the context of you're going to get blasted in team fights by Bro and be forced to opt into team fights. Not a good spot. He's finding some good trades now.
Yeah, he's getting in there. Morgan getting pretty low. He's got flash available. There's the slow, and now Ellum comes up with the shield. It was a bait all along. The timing is perfect, and down will go Clear just like that. First blood to Ivern. It's going to be a quick first.
And every fan will have seen drafts they don't like, they don't agree with, win. You know, it happens plenty of times.
Oh boy. Well, he got hit by the volley, and he doesn't have his ult. So Clear just trying to go for the trade. It's not going to work out, and now Morgan is going to pick up the kill with a little bit of help from his friend Hype, who doesn't even bother to use the enchanted crystal arrow.
Could have been a Jax. Yeah, like, I mean,
might be able to force flash, yeah.
I mean, I keep trying to make a point and stuff keeps happening.
It happens so much in this game, actually. It's so funny.
Okay, there is stuff is happening.
Well, they're trying to do something to the Gwen here. Do they have enough? Already Raptor pretty low. He doesn't get the stun, but eventually will land the Impale, and it takes 4 people.
But Leona gets the kill.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Hype. You tried.
Have to cleanse this one. And Hype will take that trade every day of the week. As now, maybe a fight here. Ellum gonna get caught up. Does land the root first, but they're both stuck in place, which means the Ivern might just die here to the Leona. Nice setup from Kellen and Raptor to make that happen. Flash over the wall, but Paulo gonna get followed here. That's the ult from him, only hits Diablo. And that's a kill for the Kaisa, so they pick up a couple. And BNK are not out of this one just yet.
Yeah, good moves. Layering the CC well onto...
Underneath the portraits is now going to send it. Here come the needles, as there's the Grand Challenge as well, as now Clear has to flash away. At least he gets away from the needles. Here comes an arrow, as He is Fiora. He will be able to dash that, but
I feel like this
still losing lane.
This is another situation where like, oh, well, he lives, but
Yeah.
you kind of pick to survive. Is not an ideal situation to be in.
Yeah, definitely is not. Morgan really enjoyed.
Bro down towards the bot side for that dragon instead. Looks like they might be contesting on the top side.
Here's the Infernal. Should go the way of BNK. Doesn't look like Bro are in position to challenge this one.
And I think this is where Bro are kind of making some fumbles. Instead of like opting to cross map and either go for Dragon when they were a Herald or go for Herald when they were a Dragon, they kind of just watch.
Oh, that was a huge amount of damage. Just AoE on top of all of them. And now they say, well, how about we don't dive this turret? Because if you look at the side lanes, they're going to lose top turret, and the Gwen is unanswered in bot lane for the moment. And as we already know, the Fiora here clear is not really answering the Gwen. Morgan's still going to respect the lack of vision, but
yeah, now they'll go for the Herald.
Trades, if you have, 3-4 items. Could definitely see the Fiora win some 1v1s.
Okay, progress being made. And Bro are just going for the group up mid with that Herald.
And they're going to get a charge. Out comes Daisy. Engage from Kellen. Sails wide. And now the engage comes in from Paulo. Already a lot of damage, but that is Leona. They don't overcommit. Probably smart at this point in time.
Yeah, the Azir. Oh, here we go.
The dash
follow-up
into the arrow.
I think the Azir tower coming down really negated the ability for Bro to pressure more. A little bit of trading. They get the mid-tier 1. I think they're happy with that.
They say, well, this is one way to start a team fight. You mentioned it actually in the draft. You got Rift Heralds, you got Grubs, you got Otacons, you got Barons, you got Dragons. You got to fight over something eventually. As in they go, they're trying to take out Hype, who somehow lived for so long. Eventually they do take him down, but down goes Leona as well. Palu eating a lot closer, jumping in, takes out Diablo. As Vikla trying to be that late game damage clear, has a nice angle on the left side as he will get that elimination onto Elim, and there you go, takes out Closer as well, and now the Fiora in a scrappy fight like this with some help from the Skarner picks up the win in the fight, does BNK.
BNK FEARX able to clear up in the team fight Fiora, and you can see despite the fact they've already lost their bot laners, it's still kind of close, but it's just too little too late. And BNK FEARX always happy to take an own goal.
Well, that's a kill. Yeah, a little bit of disrespect for the Fiora. Picks up one.
And now a third dragon on the cards.
Yeah, you get a Mountain Soul on like...
Okay, and the Frozen Heart value from Raptor. We've seen some atrocious tank builds. I'm thinking of like a sit-in. It's not enough. You have to play the game. You have to click the buttons.
Yeah.
And Bro, they need the...
Well, they're going to get Ellen once again, and the Leona ult comes down as well. The damage from Diablo is there. They take out two, and Bro, they face plant into the river once again as Closer trying his best, but he gets taken out. It's a triple kill for Diablo.
They might just be able to end. I actually think the death timers are long. They have so much tower damage.
I think they just win the game. Boy, that's insane. They can just tank this up. They have the tankiness, they have the minions behind them. And yeah.
It's only follow-up in like 3 seconds.
They're definitely going to try.
I think it's done.
Sure.
I think it's done. I think it's actually done.
Apollo is going to try to pull this wave, but he can't pull those caster minions away. Down will go the Nexus turrets, and sometimes you just got to play the game of League of Legends well, and that's the way you'll win the game. BNK, they outplay them here in game number 3, and they take Saturday Showdown for the 7th